Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Run and Code, humor in South Texas law enforcement. I'm your host T-Bone with my partner. Got my back as always. J-Man, how you doing?
What's up? Doing good, man.
Good. We hope you all enjoyed the last episode. I know it was a little long, but it had been a while since we've been, since we put out an episode because of life commitments. It is what it is. Like I said, we do this for fun, not because we're paid.
Yeah.
If I could do this every day and get paid, I probably would do this.
That would be nice.
Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of freedom, so I still got to put a roof over my head. But we do appreciate y'all listening, and we appreciate the comments. And again, before I get started, if you want to email us, you can email us at runandcode2023@gmail.com, and that's RUNNINCODE2023@gmail, not running, run in. So please get that right, because I wonder how many people... Whoever's got run-in code have got our emails. And then, of course, you can leave comments on our YouTube videos. Just keep it professional, please. If you have a problem with us, please don't be racist or ignorant because we don't want to hear it. And that just turns people off. Like, if you have something to say and you have a discourse with us, be reasonable and thoughtful, and we'll be happy to read it out. Don't send us anything you don't want us to read on the air, because anything you send to us, we will put on the air. So... if you don't want it read out loud, don't send it to us, because we'll put your username out there. If you say something really ignorant, I will put your username out there. 100%. 100%. So, but today we're going to talk about cops and the holidays.
Yeah.
Because unlike other jobs, we work holidays.
You sure do.
We work Christmas. We work New Year's. We work Thanksgiving, Memorial Day, Labor Day, July 4th. You name it, we work it. Mm-hmm. Because we're a 24/7, 365 coverage.
Yep.
But every holiday is a little different. Every holiday has its own dynamic.
Yeah, set of
if
problems.
I'm going to use that word.
Yeah.
Own set of problems. July 4th, let's just go chronologically. New Year's Eve, let's just start New Year's Eve. Because technically that's end of the year, but we'll start there.
Yeah, we'll start there.
Because it goes into the first.
Yep.
And the problems are all night. You combine alcohol with fireworks. I don't know how many people I've seen blowing off hands, killed themselves, blown off their faces, put a firecracker in their mouth. We had a guy who killed himself because he put a firecracker on his head and it went off and killed him. I'm like, and everybody's standing around laughing. Luckily, most of these times, people have cameras out, phones, so we get to see it and laugh.
Yeah.
It's not funny, but you got to do kind of laugh. You put a firework in your mouth and close your mouth, you're fucking stupid. Blew your whole goddamn face open. It's like, did you not think about this?
I don't think people realize that it's an explosive.
It's still an explosive device.
Yeah.
So, did you ever see Armageddon? Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck?
Oh, yeah, a long time
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
But remember the scene where he's talking about if you put a firecracker in your hand, you keep your hand open, it'll just burn your hand.
Right.
But you close your hand over that firecracker and set it off, you're not going to have any fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, it's explosive. So you put it in your mouth, close your mouth, you're fucking stupid. You just blew your whole face off. Like, even the best surgeon may not be able to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the other problem we get, though, that you got and I got. The shots fired calls. They're shooting.
Yeah.
And you get there, they're not. They're firing fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then it'd be real guns. Someone step out, fire rounds in the air. So the way we did it was, we had all these calls fireworks. People are like, I got to work tomorrow. Tell my neighbor to stop shooting fireworks. No.
Yeah.
It's New Year's Eve. We're not going to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's legal in this county. I don't know what you want us to do.
Yeah.
So you'd have 200 fireworks calls on the screen. The sergeant would come on the air and tell the dispatchers, if they don't mention a gun, kill them. And now you maybe have two. And okay, that one they said they're shooting a gun in the air. Okay, let's go over there and see what's going on. Because bullets come down.
Yeah.
And it never failed. The first, second, and third, you get all the holes in roof calls. You got to come and fucking take a report for a bullet hole in the roof of a house. That sucks. But insurance company needs that to fix it.
Yep.
And we filed deadly conduct if we could figure it out. But you're never going to figure out on New Year's Eve. It could have been 2 subdivisions over that fired around in the air and it came down to your subdivision. There's not much. We could take a deadly conduct report, but
yeah.
Unless we recover that gun down the road as a crime, using a crime, and then they do a Nibens match. Okay, now, but how do we know that guy fired that round 2 years ago?
Right.
So it's one of those, you're not going to get a charge. I mean, I want to press charges. Okay. If you can figure it out, Next one, probably Valentine's Day. While not a holiday that you're going to have off, this is where you get the ex that shows up with the flowers. There's the new boo, and the fight's on.
Yeah.
Got a lot of that. Or you get the stalker ex that has the protective order who shows up at her work or shows up at her house. Mm-hmm. And you're cuffing them like, but I love her. Yeah, but state of Texas said you can't be anywhere near her.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Yep.
St. Patty's Day, March,
Drinking.
DWIs.
Yeah.
Just the drunk fights and the drunk driving.
March Madness.
Now,
too, yeah.
To be fair, DWI is a problem for every single holiday and every other night of the damn year too, but the holidays especially. But so that's we'll say blanket DWI for all the holidays. That's a problem. So we'll say blanket it. That's an issue. Period.
Yeah.
But each one has its own, like fireworks. July 4th is restraining order violations. St. Patty's Day is just people being drunk and use that as an excuse to get completely shit-faced and fight. And everyone all of a sudden thinks they're Irish. I'm actually Irish, goddammit. Okay. They think they're Irish and they try to drink like they're Irish and they try to fight like they're Irish. It turns out they're not. And we got to deal with that. The drunk tank's overflowing. You got to take them somewhere else. It's a mess. See, what's after St. Patty's Day? Which one starts? Memorial Day starts summer.
Yeah.
Labor Day ends summer.
Yeah, because I'm going to say it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, nothing's happening there. Typically.
Well, let me just get the list of holidays. All holidays throughout the year. Technology is wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Although I can't type where the fuck today, apparently.
I would say April Fool's Day, because I remember taking a call where it was a kidnapping call, but it was actually a bunch of friends goofing off for April Fool's Day.
Yeah, and then you get that stupid shit like that, and you're just like, really?
It can, but I don't know. Typically, there's really no issues with April Fool's Day.
Okay, Martin Luther King Day, we never had any problems there. I can't ever recall a problem there. Washington's birthday, nothing. Memorial Day.
I just say alcohol.
Alcohol and
family
the barbecues.
Disturbances.
So you start getting the propane tanks blowing up, burns because they haven't used the damn things in forever.
Yep.
You're gonna get that
neighbor disturbances.
Disturbances because they're having a party. The neighbor doesn't like it. Again, not much you can do about it. Like as long as they're on their own property, it's broad daylight. Now, middle of the night, you're whooping and hollering. Maybe, hey, come on, can you guys wind it down a little bit?
Like Memorial Day's over.
Yeah,
it's over. Shut it down. Like,
and as a veteran, I hate the term Happy Memorial Day because there's nothing happy about Memorial Day. It's a memorial for those who died serving this country, not a fucking reason to celebrate. So that's why I don't celebrate Memorial Day because it's not a reason to celebrate. July 4th, that's drunk driving all fucking night long, and that shit starts around noon and goes all the way to about 4 in the damn morning. All the drunk drivers all the road. Basically, you're trying to pick which one's the drunkest when you're behind them. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Like fuck, they're all 4 drunk. And you hit the lights. Which one takes off running? Okay, go after him. It's just that's all. Oh, it's horrible. Labor Day again. That's like Memorial Day. Barbecues, drinking, propane tanks blowing up.
Yeah.
And then Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is unique. That is National Domestic Violence Day for law enforcement. Because all the family gets together and then all the family disputes start, and here comes the cutlery coming out where they're going to solve a problem with a butcher knife.
Yeah, they'll call a truce for the beginning of it. Then when the alcohol starts flowing,
Cowboy game's over.
Yeah.
Johnny's pissed because Cowboys lost again. The Miller Lite's flowing and the fight's on. And I don't know how many times. But the warrant unit loves Thanksgiving because that's where you find Mijo, mom's house, for Thanksgiving Day. And that's where you find Mijo with a warrant.
Try to get a free plate.
And so Thanksgiving is going to be, again, the drinking, but that's where it's going to be, the turkey's exploding in the fryers.
Oh, yeah,
You got a frozen turkey in a fryer. Like, dude, there's a million warnings on that. Don't do that. You have to thaw the fucking turkey first. Don't just drop it in the damn fryer. Even the fire department does demonstrations on the news to show you why you don't do that. But people are still doing it. Oh, I forgot to thaw. Well, I'll just drop it in there. Okay, let me know how that works out for you. And then, so family violence and the turkey fryer explosions. And of course, we get called to those too. Because we got the families wigging out, freaking out, and fire needs protection because they don't carry weapons. They have bulletproof vests, and family gets a little wound up, Christmas Eve, not really much so much on Christmas Eve. Even Christmas Day, you may get the few domestic calls.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve is usually pretty mellow. And then New Year's again.
We forgot Easter.
We did forget Easter. Well, Good Friday.
Good Friday, yeah.
Yeah. We did forget
Easter Sunday, yeah.
Easter.
I've seen like a good amount of family disturbances on Easter too.
Yeah, I've seen that. Not nearly the same volume as Thanksgiving or Christmas, but yeah.
Or at least disturbances like domestic disturbances
are in
stuff
the
like
park.
That. Yeah.
That's where they're at.
Yeah.
They're in the damn park because they're fighting over a damn grill because they both want the same grill at the same time. Stupid shit like that. And you get there and you got to play King Solomon. Like, okay, I'm not going to split the grill in half. So you two need to figure it out without guns or knives, please.
Yeah.
arm wrestle for it. It's stupid shit like that. But what the common denominator of all these holidays is that we're working them.
Yeah.
So we're away from our families.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're lucky enough to be a patrol officer and you live in the district you patrol in, maybe you can get home, get a plate, see some family. But obviously, you got to have your radio on, be paying attention to the radio because when the calls come out, you can't be like, well, I'm in the middle of I'm out of service, I'm eating. Negative. You got to go. For those of us in the more office jobs, like I've been a detective for over a year now, so I've gone through all the holidays at least once. Basically, the boss come in and go, hey, look, go home and have your radio on and respond to calls if they need you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Me, I'm traffic homicide. So I only really need it if someone's dead or dying from a car crash. So I just monitor radio for that.
Yeah.
And if something like that comes out, we're all going anyway. So it's a little easier when you're not a patrolman to actually get home and see your family and have something to eat and a little fellowship. But if you're a patrolman, you may not get to do that. You kiss your family goodbye and away to work you go. And that's it. And it sucks. But people still call 911 even on holidays.
Yeah.
So they can't say, well, we're going to allow minimum manning. No. In fact, if your agency wanted to, they would kill all vacation for those days because they know it's going to just be call heavy. Mm-hmm. It's just going to be one after the other. And it's just going to be 70 pending calls, 40 being handled right now. Oh, here's 20 more that just popped up. And of course, if you get rid of the fireworks calls, it drops pretty good.
And if you call in for for a BS reason on those days,
you're probably going to get a negative response from that patrolman that gets there like, are you serious? Mm-hmm. You called in for that? Bear in mind, we're not trying to be rude to you. We subconsciously understand you don't get it, and we do because we live it. But if people just use their brains about when to call, you can cut the call volume down so much. I mean, give an example. Someone tried to burglarize my car last night. They didn't take anything, and I had no video. Well, then what the fuck do you call for? We can't do anything with that. There's literally nothing we can do about that. You got no video. They didn't actually get into your car. Okay. Oh, yeah, I want to press charges. I want them to go to jail. On what evidence?
Yeah.
No video. They didn't take anything out of your car, so they didn't actually commit a burglary. Like, what would you like us to do? And it's like, I've learned as a detective. This is what I've learned as a detective. And I already kind of knew this as a patrolman, but now I see it every day as a detective as people call. What's the status of my case? I closed it. What? You closed my case? Yeah. Because there was no evidence, no video. You didn't get a plate number. You can't identify the driver. Well, it's whoever owned the car, probably. Do you ever let people use your car? Yeah. So if they did a hit and run, would you like me to come and arrest you because you own the car?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, you start getting that. I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up. So here's how it works for me. I get cases dumped in my box. It's just 90 to 100 cases. I get all the hit and runs, all the DWIs, all the intox manslaughter, intox assault, and evading. I get all those. Those are the 5 categories of calls that I have to deal with. So if you got a hit and run, which is a misdemeanor, if no one's injured, and you don't know the plate number, you didn't get a look at the driver, and there's no video, there's nothing I can do. And it's a misdemeanor. I am not going to turn my life upside down for a misdemeanor when I have felony after felony after felony, which is a different set of circumstances. I have a time limit to get it filed versus a misdemeanor. Mm-hmm. So guess which one takes the priority? And I tell people this all the time. Death first, then serious bodily injury, then minor injury, then no injury.
Yeah.
Death takes the priority. Mm-hmm. And so people will call, I haven't heard anything on my case. It happened yesterday. Okay, I'm still working cases from last year. So I'll get to your case when I get to it. Well, you need to get to it right now. Are you injured? No. Do you have insurance? Yeah. Then no. I'll get to it when I get to it. Sorry. Deal with it. And they don't understand that. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, let me ask them. Did you look at the driver? Be honest. No. Did you get a plate number? No. So what would you like me to do with that? It wasn't a murder. It wasn't intox manslaughter. It wasn't intox assault. No one's hurt. Your car was parked. What do you want me to do with this? You have insurance, right? Yeah. Okay, well, file a claim with the insurance company. The patrolman gave you a crash report. File the claim with your insurance company. Move on with your life. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't identify the driver, I can't do shit with it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I have to know who the driver is. And I can go knock on the door. If they're dumb enough to tell me, I hit the car yesterday. Oh, well, okay. Well, I made it easy. Come here. But no one's going to do that. I go knock on the door, and no one answers the fucking door. Now, I had one. He did total the guy's truck. And he hit it so hard he totaled his brand new truck. And totaled it. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll. But he saw the driver and he got a plate number. Okay, I can do something with that. So I went with the patrolman, knocked on the door. Guy opened the door. That's him. Hey, man, you hit a truck down here. And he goes, oh, yeah, I was going to come back tomorrow and talk to him because he was drunk. Come outside. So, and this is only like a 20-minute time lapse. There's no way you got that hammered in 20 fucking minutes. Okay. If it had been a couple hours, I'd have a lot harder time selling a DWI. 20 minutes, I can sell that. Like, there's no way you got that hammered in 20 minutes because I know what the tablet burn rate is. Nice try. So, pulled him out, field sobriety tested him. Well, now you're under arrest for DWI and failed collision involving damage to vehicle over $200. And we drove back over there and I said, look at this truck. It's a brand. You totaled this truck. Completely totaled it. You're lucky there wasn't a kid here or something playing. So that I was able to do something about it. But the time lapse was quick. He got a plate number and he could see the driver and he got a good look at the driver. So I was like, okay, I can do something with that.
That's funny.
But the 90% of hit and runs I have, they don't have the plate number. They can't identify the driver. I can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
But oh my God, you should. That's a great world. And I love it. Well, I don't have insurance. Well, then why were you driving?
That's usually the big,
why were you driving?
Issue right there.
Yes.
It's just this. The other driver who was hit doesn't. Well, man, they
a lot of times neither one of them have it.
It's been where there's been an accident and both vehicles take off.
Yeah, because neither one had insurance.
Neither
hey, problem solved. We get there and we're like, cool.
It's just the witness who called.
UTL, yeah, witness called. UTL, sweet. Have a nice day. Here's the ones that always crack me up. Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Monday morning, when I was on first shift, daytime. That's when you get the calls. Someone hit my car overnight in front of my house. Uh-huh. And then you look at the car. Now, I'm going to paint the picture for you. You're not a detective, but you're a pretty smart guy. Car's parked up against the curb. Damage is to the right side of the car. There's not a single tire track down the sidewalk or in the grass next to the car. You tracking me so far? Yeah, someone hit my car overnight while I was sleeping.
Oh, yeah, I know that, yeah.
Uh-huh. So, riddle me this. It was wet last night. Not a single tire mark on the sidewalk. Not a single tire mark on the grass. What did you hit last night? And how drunk were you? Because I can't arrest you now for DWI. I can't. But what'd you hit last night? Oh, no, that was like that this morning I came out. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And your car would have been slid over and there'd be chirp where your car, no, try again. And so I had this one guy, he just, no, absolutely. Someone hit my car last night. I said, dude, you got drunk last night because I can still smell it on you now. You hit a car. You came back here and decided to wait till now. I said, but you see that across the street? That's a Ring camera. You want to try this again? I'll be back. No, just wait right here. I'll be back because I already knew if that camera says that nobody hit his car. I'm hooking him. I'm not playing this game. I went across the street. Neighbor was nice enough to show me her phone. You can see him come home, stagger, fall over his car, fall over the hoods, fall down on the driveway, stagger, knocking off into walls, and then go in the house. And then nothing all night. Now, from the camera, could not see the damage to the car because it was on the right side of the car.
Right.
But nobody hit his car all night long. And then we get to where I show up. I was like, okay, can you do me a favor and send that to me? I need all that footage. Thank you. So I walk back across the street. Hey, man. So I got the Ring footage. And you were clearly intoxicated last night. I can't say that legally in a court of law, but we all know you were hammered. So turn around, put your hands on your back. What? I'm under arrest? Yes. Filing a false official police report? Yes. Now I got to figure out who you hit last night.
Yeah.
And that's what I got to figure out now. So I hooked him, threw him in the car, ran the plate to see if anybody else had ran it. Lo and behold, PD had ran that car about 1 a.m. Okay, pull up that key card, hit and run. Oh, thank you very much. So I sent a message off to PD, TID, like, hey, here you go. Have a nice day. So I got him for that, and they got him for the hit and run.
Yeah.
So people call us because they think we're stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes total sense.
Or they'll say the car was stolen at some point.
But it got brought back.
Yeah.
I've had that one, too.
Yeah.
They brought it back and parked it in the exact same place? Man, that was nice of them. I mean, shit. Did they gas it up for you, too? Hey, use it anytime, Come on, dude, really?
Or they'll wreck the car, leave it, and then report it stolen when they're somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, no, my car and they had the same look on their face. My car was stolen.
And you always know when they don't want to press charges against the stolen car, they just want it recovered.
Yeah.
You just wanted the report
Yep.
for insurance.
Yep. Or it's about to be repoed. It got stolen. So whenever cars people call, my car got stolen. Are you current on your payments? Oh yeah. Who's your lien holder? I'll call him. You can do that? Yeah.
What says we can't?
So let's find out first if it got towed before we start getting case numbers for theft.
Right.
Yeah, this is Deputy so-and-so. The reason why I'm calling is, is this car was alleged he's reported stolen, but he's telling me he's current on his payments. Is he current? Oh, no, we had a report on that car and they reput it. How long has it been since you made a payment? About 9 months. Thank you very much. Click. Your car was repoed. Oh, they stole it. That's not a theft. That's called recovering their property because, you see, you made a contract deal. I will make this payment every month. Remember that in your contract? There's all those papers you signed saying I'll make this payment. You didn't. So they took the car. And that's not the first time they told you either. I guarantee you they were sending you notices to the address on your registration, which you probably didn't change with them. So your car's not stolen. You're not getting a case number. Have a nice day. What am I supposed to do? Two Shoe Express, bus. The Jews wanted the desert for 40 years. You can walk to work. Yeah. The other favorite is on intoxication manslaughter and intoxication assault and manslaughter vehicular, we keep the car as evidence.
Yeah, makes sense.
We
Rightfully
keep
so.
the car. It's evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And we will hold that until 6 months after the trial is over because you have 180 days to file an appeal.
Right.
So if they're going to file an appeal, we have to keep it. If they're not going to file an appeal, now we can give it back to the owner or give it to the bank or give it to whoever, the auction yard, whoever. So I'll take these cars that they still run. They're fine, but they were using the offense, because maybe there's a dent where they hit somebody and killed them, but the car runs.
Right.
And they're, I want my car back. You can't have the car back. It's mine. No, it's mine. It's criminal evidence, and you're not getting it back. And what am I supposed to do with the bank? Well, that's doing you in the bank. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to stop paying on it. Okay, that's not really my problem. And then a month or two goes by and the bank calls me. We'd like to pick that car up. You can't have it. It's criminal evidence. It was used in a manslaughter. Well, can we get it next week? Let me explain how this works. Once I file the case, it's going to be a year before it goes to trial. Once the trial's over, I have to wait another additional 180 days before I'm allowed to release it to make sure they're not going to file an appeal. Then you can have it. Well, that's like a year and a half from now. Very good, banker. You can do math. You can't have the car. Well, who do we talk to about this? You're talking to him. My case. Well, I want to talk to your boss. You can talk to God for all I care. You're not getting the car back. It's criminal evidence. Now, there's been a few instances where that may not been true. If there's no damage to the car, I can pull the Burla and the ACM and then release the car.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, the car physically, someone died. It's hard to explain. I have to go into why that could be the case, and I don't have time for all that. But if I can get the Burla data out of it and the ACM out of it, I may not have a need to keep it, and then I can give it back. Okay, fine, whatever. So we had a major robbery where they used a very nice Genesis, a really nice car, found the car a long way away, another town, took the car home, brought it back here, downloaded the ACM and the Burla, and gave it back to the owner, who was the dad, not the son who used it. But there was no reason for me to keep the car.
Yeah.
I got the Burla, I got the ACM, here's your car back, sir, have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So there's instances where we will give it back. But if the cars are totaled, you're not getting it back. That's evidence.
Yeah.
Someone died in that car, and that car was used to do it because we will bring juries out to the cars. We'll have the cars towed to the courthouse, or we'll bring the jury's field trip all the way out to the evidence yard where they can look at the cars in person. Look, that's where their brains were. This is where the impact was. This is how it looked. And give the juries, and of course, defense lawyers hate this. They don't want to do it because you're showing the jury you're in front of the car now. It's not just a picture on the TV.
Yeah.
Here's the car.
Right.
And defense lawyers do not like that.
I bet.
Oh, no, we don't need that. Oh, yeah, we do. We're going to show the jury what your client did. They took a life. Yes, we're going to show the jury the cars. It's called an impact. And then we bring the victim impact statement after conviction.
Yep.
And there's a reason we do that. So I know we kind of got off topic for holidays, but every holiday morning, the next morning is when you get those calls. Oh, someone hit my car. Oh, yeah, it was parked in front of my house. Another one, the guy was all the way up to his driveway. Car was hit on the side. There's no way a motorcycle could have gotten up to hit his car the way the car was and all the other trees and all that shit and the cars in the street. A motorcycle couldn't have gotten through and hit that fucking car.
There's the debris from...
Yeah, so I'm like...
At least.
So I'm staring at him like, sir, I could barely walk through there. How the hell would your car get hit? Well, I don't know, but it wasn't like that last night. It was when your drunk ass staggered home and parked it.
They stole it, hit something, and brought it back and
Yeah,
ran
yeah,
away.
I'm like, you're not getting a case number. I can't even prove a crash happened. I'm not giving you a case number. I'm not giving you a crash report until you tell me the truth. Oh, that is the truth. Okay, when you can remember the truth, give us a call back. Can I get an incident number? Yeah, but it doesn't come with a crash report. So you can give that to your insurance company, and I'm going to put in my report, believe driver to be lying, no evidence of actual crash, da-da-da-da. And then they're going to get that. And then you're going to get flagged for fraud with your insurance company. And
I put one of those in my crash report for somebody who tried to lie to me, like really bad, like that. But there was still a liquid trail from when
they
hit the other car, and I just followed it.
Follow
from
the
street
oil
all the way to the parking lot, and nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Cars leave transmission fluid, oil, brake fluid, gas. Now, gas dissipates pretty quick, but oil, transmission fluid, and brake fluid, that don't dissipate too quick. Or coolant.
Yeah.
And they'll leave it, and you just follow it. Like a blood trail, right to the car in the driveway.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, there it is. Knock on the door. Hey, who's driving this? I want to make sure you're okay. Wink, wink. Oh, you were driving it? Are you okay? What happened? Hey, step out here and tell me what happened. And then, zzz.
Yeah.
Now you're going to step out here and tell me what happened. Or you can retain your right to remain silent. You pick.
Absolutely.
But you admitted you were driving it.
Yeah. For crashes, it's better off you just tell the truth anyway.
Just say up front.
The premium's going to go. It's going to get high. It's going to increase, and it can increase even if you are a conscious driver because of other people. Your premium could increase.
Yep.
Or hey, they just might get a wild hair and say, you know what, we're going to increase everybody's premium across the board 20%. And it just doesn't matter. Just
Which
don't lie.
they do here a lot.
Yeah,
because the amount of uninsured people causing all these crashes. I'll tell you right now, during COVID, during 2020, the crash rate dropped almost to the floor. And gee, all those non-essential people that didn't work caused all the damn crashes. There are also the uninsured, non-licensed people out there.
Yeah.
The only ones on the road were insured, licensed, and had a job. Crash rate went way down. But the only thing that didn't go down, DWI rate stayed the same during COVID. That did not change.
Gotta get your drink on.
Yeah, you got to be 6 foot from that person, but hey, you can get your drink on.
Or you can get
If you drink liquor hard enough, it kills the virus.
the margaritas and stuff like through the drive-through.
Yeah, that cracked me up. Like, we don't want you to drink and drive, but you can do a margarita drive-through. 2 margaritas to go. Phew. It's like,
And it's still not open container unless they break the seal.
crack the seal. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Came with a straw, like.
Yep. It's like, holy shit.
Oh man.
COVID. I remember because I was a traffic officer during COVID. And I remember the crash rate going way. Of course, I remember it was great. There was no traffic in the morning, no traffic in the afternoon. Like, it was great. But the crash rate was so low. Like, nobody minded taking a crash report because you didn't have 20 a day to do. You had maybe one. Oh, I'll do it. You know, just something to do today. Because 90% of our calls, I mean, we could do a whole episode on COVID. Honestly, we could do a whole episode on
COVID
that fucked up year.
Law enforcement,
Because you were an active cop, I was an active cop, and that was a fucked up year to be a cop. People ratting out their neighbors. They're having a party without masks. Who cares? What is this, 1984? What are you, KGB? Shut the fuck up. You know, but we had to go over there to look, so we drive by. Yep, it's a party. I believe it's called the right to assemble. I may have read that somewhere. I believe it's in one of these somewhere. No, I'm not going to knock on the door. Hey, how come you're not wearing a mask? I don't care. But neighbors have called. They didn't do anything about it. No, because we're not the Gestapo. I don't care. You know,
They like to claim we are.
Yeah, they like to claim we are, but then we don't do what they want. I'm like, well, you can't call me the Gestapo because I didn't do it.
Yeah.
You can't have both. It's kind of like a little tangent real quick, but people who get in your face, you violate rights and you're a piece of shit. Yeah, if you thought that, you wouldn't be in my face. You'd be across the street because you know damn well I'm not going to do what you're exactly accusing me of. But go to another country and try that with one of their officers and see what happens. You're probably going to break a jaw. If that's all he does, you'll be lucky. So no, you know I'm not going to do that. That's why you feel very safe getting in my face doing that.
You know what I saw, I'm pretty sure you heard it. It's a social contract that we all have with one another that we won't put you in danger by having a party or having like a birthday party during COVID times.
Oh my God.
You're breaking the social contract that we have with each other as humans. And then we're supposed to be the Gestapo and go take them away and take them to jail for violating.
Every officer I knew refused. They're like, nope.
An emergency order.
Yep.
It's not even codified in law.
I remember
with
doing
the
traffic
punishment.
stops, and they would spray their license with Lysol before they handed it to me. I'm like, thank you.
You gave me
go
a
back.
skin irritation
Yeah, go back.
from the
Oh my
Lysol.
God. I was like, fuck, thanks. Go back, run it. Here's the citation. Okay, well now you can't read that citation because you covered it in Lysol. I'll be right back. Go get another one. Before you spray it, let me explain it. Here's your court date. You got that? Okay, here's what, and here's me, and here's the information. There's your citation. I do whatever you want. Okay, whatever. I gave it to you on camera, so you have a nice day. And you give the license, they're spraying it. And then you got the ding-dongs who were driving with a mask on and gloves by themselves in a car. I was like, automatically I deducted 50 IQ points. I mean, immediately deducted IQ points. By yourself in a car with a mask and gloves on with the windows up. You're a tool. You're a tool. Because everything you touch the gloves, you're touching your steering wheel. This is what people don't understand. Just because you're wearing gloves doesn't mean you're not transferring shit because you're still touching everything. Your face, and then you touch everything
You have to
inside
get
your
a new
car.
set of gloves.
It's like you're a tool.
Or the people who would report people in restaurants not eating with the mask.
Yeah. It's like,
Unless there was a zipper on the mask that you can eat through.
Yeah. Or,
How else would you eat food?
I was like, this is dumb. So I went to visit California during COVID. Not because I wanted to. Death in the family. If you didn't have your vaccine card, there were restaurants you couldn't eat at.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
oh, yeah.
Well, then I'm not coming in. They're like, do you have your vaccine card? I'm like, no, I'm from Texas. We use our brain. But I'm hungry and I'm willing to pay. Oh, you don't have a vaccine card. I'm like, so y'all were serious about that? Like, yeah. I'm like, you people are fucking stupid. This is San Francisco. So they were like way up there with stupid. I was like, wow. So we want to go to, there's a really high-end steakhouse in San Francisco. And it's a nice high-end. When I looked it up, there was no wait. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Because normally you're going to have a wait and need reservations. Not this time. Like, fuck yeah, we're going there. So we go there and yeah, there's no wait. I'm like, hell yeah, walk up. Yeah, 10 for 2, please. Oh, you have your COVID cards, your vaccine cards? And we both look at each other. What? No, we're here to eat a steak. Like, what? No, I'm not. It's like, yeah, you have to have cards or you can't eat. I'm like, is that an ordinance or something? It's like a city ordinance, San Francisco or something? Like, no, it's our own policy. But a lot of restaurants do it. I'm like, yep, we're in San Francisco, all right. All right, I guess we'll go to McDonald's. You know, McDonald's don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
McDonald's,
10 billion served.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. 20 billion dead, 10 billion served, whatever. So, but that's the kind of idiocy we dealt with.
Shout out to San Francisco.
And you know what? I'm not ashamed to admit this. I'm a San Francisco Giants fan, the baseball team, for those that don't know. And so I went to San Francisco quite a bit growing up. It's a great city with a bad rap. It used to be. Now it's a complete cesspool shithole. Now San Francisco is just a shithole now. And the fact that the Embarcadero and Pier 39, that homeless can shit openly on the sidewalk and the cops just have to stand there and watch them.
I think the greatest thing is the San Francisco poop map.
Yeah.
Like that's the greatest
This is how bad it was.
ever created.
They were going to pay somebody like this is insane, like 130, 140, 150 a year to do that job, and nobody would clean up human shit. They would do it for dog shit, not human shit. Yeah, I'm talking hepatitis. Oh, hell no. I had thought that was bullshit until I stepped in human shit on Pier 39. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Hell yeah.
And I looked down on my foot and I was like,
hot and ready.
that's not dog shit. And there was a couple of San Francisco police officers, and I went up and, hey, I'm a brother cop from Texas, and we got to shooting the shit. And I said, I heard it's like, this is real. They're like, yeah, we've been told, don't do anything. Let it go. If a homeless guy drops trowel in front of a 5-star restaurant with a mayor sitting in there and takes a dump, don't do shit. Don't do anything. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But this is infecting all of California now. I mean, it's just like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And hopefully that doesn't come the way here in Texas. I don't have a problem with homeless people. Some of them, a lot of them are there because of their own problems.
Yeah.
But I do have sympathy for them. That does suck. As a human, I got sympathy for them. But there's no way I'm going to stand there with my kids and have a meal and have some homeless guy bare his hairy asshole and shit right in front of me.
We shouldn't allow that to happen.
No, that's a little far. Like, dude, at least have the courtesy to go behind the restaurant by the dumpster. Like, come on, dude, really? So, and then the heroin needles all over the damn ground. You know, it's like, you don't walk barefooted in San Francisco.
I used to go to Philly a lot when I was going to college in Pennsylvania.
Same thing, I'm sure.
And even outside the Greyhound bus station, I never been to West Philly to see Kensington or whatever, but even from the Greyhound station, trash.
Well, I've never been to a city where the Greyhound station was a good area.
Yeah.
It's like here. Greyhound Station here, that's trash. It's great if you're narcotics. You go work that, and you're going to get the human trafficking all day long, the runaways and the drugs, but it's not an area you're going to want to go hang around. The Amtrak station is marginally better here. The train station is marginally better, but the Greyhound station here, yeah, that is trash. But when I used to work in interdiction, we used to watch the Greyhound station, and we'd watch the people coming off the buses, and we'd watch them. Like, what are they hauling? What are they carrying? You know, and you'd be surprised what you get. Same with Amtrak. You'd be surprised what you get off the trains because they don't have the same level of security on the trains that they do on planes. Mm-hmm. So the drugs are coming in from California using Amtrak, and we get them at the train station because we'd have intel from DEA that hey, they got on the train, they're getting off there. Oh, great! And they send us their pictures, and we're waiting, and they get off, wait for them to get in a car, and then pull the car over. Canine waiting, you know. Nice, 10 pounds of meth. That's a good deal, dude. You're under arrest. All of you are under arrest. And we saw you coming on the train, dude. Like, oh, I didn't know it was there. You were holding the bag.
Yeah, COVID was just...
I have a great video of you holding that bag. Yeah, so I don't know how we got off holidays. Gosh, tangents. That's me. Squirrel. Fire truck. Holidays, the only positive thing, holidays, you have two families as a cop.
Yeah.
You got your blood family, and then you got your blue family. So if you can't be with your real family, at least you can be with your blue family. And so that tend to make things a little easier to stomach. And a lot of the times, substation, the secretaries would put out a Thanksgiving dinner for us, or Christmas dinner, or the captain or the chiefs, whatever, bring in food, you know,
yeah.
Hey, come by and get some turkey and whatever. They did their best. Yeah. I mean, there was constraints to it. You know, they want to be with their families, but good leaders would come in anyway, or they bring their families down to the substation and have, you know, dinner with us, but then crash, like, fuck, you know, everybody's taking off.
Yeah.
It happens. I mean, if you want to enjoy your meal, tell God your plans, and he'll laugh. And you're not going to enjoy your meal.
If you get 3 bites, if I get 3 bites, I've enjoyed it. Like, at least I know what it tastes like.
You know,
and I'm not smelling it the whole time.
And on that subject, when you get those Fridays, Saturdays where it's call after call after call, and the call volume is just rocking, and you stop at a Whataburger or you stop at a Taco Bell or whatever, and you're just trying to shovel food in your mouth because you know you're not getting another break tonight. Hell, you haven't even peed yet. You're trying to eat before you pee. And people come up to you, I got a question, officer. I'm like, hey, unless you're in danger right now, go home and call, you know, the non-emergency number. Oh my God, you're rude. I'm like, man, this is the first food I've had in 5 hours, and I got called and I got to go. And oh my God, well, I just wanted to ask him, ma'am, are you in danger this minute? Are you in danger right now? It can wait. Go home and call us. Okay? I'm eating. Oh my God, you're so rude. I want your name and badge. Well, you've been standing here long enough to get it. So if you haven't got it by now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to help. You know, and oh my God, no, whatever. I'm going to finish my food and shove it in my mouth because any second, fuck. You know, now, Whataburger's really good with us. I love Whataburger. They treat law enforcement really good. I've had it where I've already paid for my food and I'm waiting for it and the tones go out. And the manager's like, hey, just come back later. They remember what you got. Hey, come back later. And you take off and you come back an hour or two later if you're able to. And oh, we got you, man. What'd you order? I ordered this.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool of them. There's other restaurants like, oh, you already paid and left. Oh, all right, cool. Fuck me then, I guess. I'll get another number one. But I mean, I would sit there at restaurants and people come up and, oh, sir, I want to report something that happened in Montana 5 years ago.
You've had that?
I've had that. I got an IA complaint because of my answer. I was like, this is in Montana. What can I do for you? Well, I want to report the crime. Let me get you the number to Montana State Police and give them a call. You're not going to help me? Lady, why the fuck would I help you over a crime that happened 5 years ago in Montana? Different circuit court, different state. Can't help you. You just don't want to help me. You're right, I don't, because it didn't happen here. Have a nice night. You're so fucking rude. I'm like, so are you. And you're stupid, too. Have a nice night.
Yeah.
I'm going to hear about that tomorrow. You know, I'm going to hear about that one. You know, but that's the kind of idiocy you get. Or I was like, you just saw me and realized, oh, I want to report this. That happened 5 years ago. Okay, well, go home and wait. Let me finish eating. Now, kids are different. Kids come up to me. I will not obviously treat them like that. They're kids. They don't know any better. They just see a policeman. No, I'll give them high fives, a sticker, and a hug, whatever. But adults, you fucking know better. Leave us alone to eat. Okay, we're purposely sitting where we don't want to be approached. I'm not walking in, glad handing and slapping everyone's back. How y'all doing today? I go to the far corner where I can see the doors. Leave me alone, look on my face. It's a fuck off face. I have a resting bitch face real fast. Leave me alone. I'm eating. And I'll shovel food in my mouth. You know, and I've told people, tell you what, why don't you give me your address? What time do you do dinner? And I will come by and start bugging you while you're eating and demand you stop eating to talk to me. Or you can go home and call us. Call us tomorrow. Holy shit, that happened years ago. Like, call us tomorrow. You know, give them the non-emergency number. And if I'm a dick, I'll give them the non-emergency number to another agency. But I mean, I don't mean to be frustrated, but Jesus, there's got to be common sense here. We're eating. Like, it's not an emergency now. If you run through the door, my boyfriend's trying to kill me. That's
different.
Different story. We're on it. We got it. You know, but, oh yeah, there's a cop over there. Let me go tell him something that happened irrelevant in another state 5 years ago. And then you wonder why you got the reaction you did. The best IA complaint I ever got was because Whataburger, same one. I always was the same one. And someone came in and she started getting on my, this is back during 20. So this is all the shit's going on. The BLM shit's going on. And this gal was white, well-educated, well-dressed. Like, she looked like she was Dominion born, you know. She walked up to the table and she goes, how do you sleep at night with the way you violate people's rights? And I said, face down and naked so you can kiss my ass. Anything else? And she just turned like 3 shades of white and walked out. I was like, whatever. I heard about that one. Signed that one. Yes, I did. But when you say something stupid like that, you kind of deserve a stupid answer.
Yeah,
because that's really fucking stupid.
That's pretty stupid.
I wasn't bothering you. I didn't come up and talk to you. I was minding my own business, eating on my phone, just kind of get some food in me. It's quiet. Let's get the moment. Time to eat now. And you want to come right up to me and ask me that?
Yeah, even I had like family members, my younger family members, not my older ones, my younger ones. You gonna be a cop now? You know, the way they killing black folk and stuff like that. Man, if you want to end the conversation now, let's just end it. I like you, my family, but if I never hear from you again, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You don't call me anyway.
I have 2 family members I will never speak to again.
So I'm just like, whatever. I don't give a damn.
Yep. I have 2 family members that I will never speak to again. I don't acknowledge them when they're in the same room. I don't say hi to them. I walk right by them like I've never seen them before, and they both look so perplexed. I'm like, you're not perplexed. You remember exactly what you said, and I didn't forget it. That showed me your true colors. Yeah. So I have nothing more to say to you ever again. And that's the great thing about being an adult. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to give a shit either. I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Except for the joy of pissing on you.
Yeah.
I might pour something on you, but it'll be gas. Oh, you're on fire? Well, let me give you a little more gas, you know. Yeah. There is bad and good in every job on this fucking planet. You're never going to find a job where it's 100% no malfeasance. It's going to happen because we're human beings. There's only one perfect person on this world, and he left a long time ago. That's it. Let he who's without sin cast the first stone. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay? We lose our tempers. Now, there's a difference between you lose your temper in a fight with a suspect and you hit him one too many times. That can happen to any person, period.
Yeah.
And willfully breaking the law as a police officer. Big difference between the two.
Yeah.
I had no sympathy for a bad cop. None. You get caught, hey, you deserve that shit. You knew better. The guy who, in a fight with a suspect, and the suspect all of a sudden stops, and the officer throws an extra punch in there because it takes a second to realize he stopped fighting you. Hey, it happens to all of us. Write it up. Call it a day, man. Yeah. It's called perception lag, and it's recognized and valid through the courts about perception lag. It takes a second in a fight to realize he's not fighting anymore, and you were bang. Oh, shit. Oh, roll over. My bad. You know, and oh my God, you violated my rights. Shut up. I can forgive that, no problem, because that could happen to any one of us. But you're a dirty cop, I got nothing to say to you. And I hope you burn in hell after you're finished in prison. Because you made us all look bad. You tarred the whole damn badge. And the problem is that one little bitty small 0.1% of bad cops gives us all a bad name. And the public goes automatically, well, then they're all bad. Bad cops don't walk around telling other cops they're bad. They don't walk up and go, hey, man, I did this and this. They're not going to tell anybody. How the fuck do we know? If you're breaking the law, are you going to walk up and tell another cop you're breaking the law? Probably not. I've never had a cop walk up and do that to me. I'm like, hey, maybe I'm just special. No one's ever told me. But typically when people are breaking the law, they're not telling everybody about it.
Yeah.
You know, so all these idiots who say, oh, you all support that or condone it. No, we don't. We don't know about it until it makes the news and we're all like, oh shit, you hear about what happened to so-and-so?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Hell no, I didn't know. Yeah, the days of us doing that are long gone. This whole blue wall of silence, no. I'm not going to prison with you. I love you, J-Man, but if you do something stupid, hey, enjoy prison because I ain't going with you. I'm not going to be in the cell next to you going, well, that was fun, wasn't it? No. But back to holidays.
Yeah.
Tangents. Probably should have thought this one through. The holidays are frustrating. You want to be with your family. You're getting the dumb calls. And the dumb calls don't stop you on the holidays. You still get the dumb calls.
Yeah.
Neighbor's trash cans over my property line. Neighbor gave me the finger.
Parking now because there's like some of these streets poorly designed.
Oh, they're parked in front of my house, but that's my house. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
public street though. But it's parked in front of my house. That's my spot. It's a public street. I want them towed. Then you pay for it, and then you get charged at the vehicle when you do it.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. Watch me. I've now told you on camera what the consequences are. You do it, you cannot claim ignorance. It's on camera. Well, can you tow it? Why would I tow it? Parked correctly, legally on a public street with insurance and registration. Why would I tow it? It's a public street. Anybody can park there. But I've always parked there. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. Call the HOA and complain. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Now there are some HOAs that I've been to where they don't allow anybody to park on the streets. Nobody is allowed to park on the street, and they'll enforce that shit with tow trucks.
Yep.
But those are your really high-end subdivisions. That ain't the hood. That's the high-end subdivisions where the houses are start at $1 million and go up from there. But yeah, holidays are frustrating because you have your extra stupid calls because it's a holiday on top of your already stupid calls.
Yep.
From my neighbor's this, my friend did that. I got a call from my ex-boyfriend I haven't talked to in years. He called me and I want to file a police report on him because he called me. And I've gotten those too. And I know you have too.
Yeah.
When's the last time you heard from him? Oh, I haven't heard from him in 5 years. And I told him, don't ever call me again. Okay. And what happened? He called, wished me a Merry Christmas. I want to press charges. What's the charge? Telephone harassment. It's not telephone harassment. Yes, it is. It's 42. It's not telephone harassment. Repeated communication that is designed to annoy, harass, alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me how telling you Merry Christmas annoyed, harassed, or alarmed you? And how many times did he call you? Oh, he called me once. And that's it? And you haven't heard from him in 5 years? Yeah. Have a nice night, ma'am. Oh, no, okay. Have a nice night. And then you're just pissed off more because you're wasting my time. Mm-hmm. It's not that we're lazy. It's just when it's a holiday, I kind of want to work a little less because I'm already mad that I'm not with my family. Yeah. And I have to work. And that's fine. I knew the job. That doesn't mean today is the day I want to go deal with everybody's stupid bullshit. Like, hey, y'all take a break too. Here's a great graph I want to just hand people. I'm going to make cards. Am I in danger? Is anyone else in danger? Am I minding my own business? Can I handle the problem myself? The answer is no. Don't call us. Don't.
Like a tree graph.
Yeah. No. Okay, have a nice day. The idiocy now that we solve every single problem. I don't know how many times I've went up to people that call and I'm like, you got a phone? Yeah. Go to Google. Okay. Hit verbal, hit the microphone, and ask Google the question you just asked me. Hey, look, an answer. And there's the answer. Is there anything else I can do for you? Would you like me to show you how to work your phone? Well, you're public servants, ma'am. Have a little common sense. It's always ma'am. It's never sure. It's always ma'am. Ma'am, have a little common sense. Okay? Try to solve the problem on your own first before you call us. Like, oh, there's a spider in my house. What are you calling us for? Call an exterminator. And they call it, well, because you're free. I'm not a spider wrangler. And then you look into a wolf spider that big. Nope, I'm good. This is his house now. Looks like you got to move out, ma'am. Call a moving truck. But how many stupid calls have you gotten? We did a whole episode on stupid calls. What, about a year ago?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm the opposite. I kind of like entertaining them.
No, I don't entertain them because then it encourages them to do it again.
If I have nothing going on, no. I would laugh too. But it's kind of worked in my favor. They're like, man, I probably shouldn't have called you for this. I'm like, that's all right. We came anyway.
Here's how I did
it. It's funny. I don't know. I think
here's how I did it. I would hear them out. Okay. All right. Let me ask you a question. What can law enforcement do for you today? Hold on. Listen to my question. What can law enforcement do for you today? And that's when the two little brain cells start connecting. It's like, oh, yeah. And there's some people we've dealt with that are so stupid. If they had two brain cells, that means they're pregnant. You're just like, and you have kids? Somebody fuck you more than once?
That's funny.
But the holidays is just, that's that unique environment where it's going to be us and the fire department that are working.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else, if they're lucky enough to get the day off, there's a few career fields that know they got to come into work too, but that's by and large, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, probably not. It's going to be fire and it's going to be police.
And the fire department, on every holiday, I've always seen it. Fire and EMS, big old like potlucks.
Oh yeah, no, you want to eat good.
Ain't going nowhere for hours.
You want to eat good.
Yeah, like
go to the
fire station, man.
You're gonna eat good. That's if you have that good relations with. And contrary to our popular episode, cops versus firefighters, we actually get along real well with EMS and fire. We do. And if you become family to them, man, you go right to the station. They'll cook for you. You'll get a turkey. You'll get everything you want. And you can sit there and watch their big screen TV and just glare at them about their nice budget until you get your call. Oh, fuck, I'm gone. But so it's that unique world. But at least then, a lot of the firehouses I've seen, family just comes to the firehouse.
Yeah.
You know, all the families just come to the firehouse because they don't have to leave unless they're called.
Yeah.
So they can just kind of sit there. And if they're lucky enough to have a quiet evening, there might be an area that's actually relatively quiet. They may not even leave that whole holiday, and their families, all the families get together there. Mm-hmm. So, honestly, law enforcement is that unique job that you're just not going to get a break on the holidays. It is what it is. But I've had the shootings on holidays, the stabbings, the overdoses, the suicides. While we're on that subject, holidays, suicides.
Oh, yes.
Thanksgiving and New Year's.
Yeah.
I would say all of October, November, December is your high suicide rate. And when you get the story from the neighbor or you get the story from a spouse or an ex-spouse, it's usually the same theme. Family left them, they had no family, and they couldn't do it anymore. And that's heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. That is the most heartbreaking thing. It's like, dude, you could have just called somebody, man. You didn't have to do that. You know, and that's heartbreaking. So that you can count on the suicide rate is going to go way up during the holidays. And I get it. So you got to factor that in on holidays too. And we all know Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve, we're going to get a lot of the suicide calls. Yep. Yeah. It's family found him, or they didn't show up for Thanksgiving dinner. So they went over there. His wife had just left him 2 months ago and took the kids. And then they went over there to see why he hadn't come to Thanksgiving dinner. And now every Thanksgiving is ruined for that family. Mm-hmm. And they have that memory every damn year the rest of their life. And that's when I say suicide is the most selfish thing you can do, because it doesn't just, your problems are over. Yeah. But the human wreckage you leave behind you is selfish. You know, we've had people, you could tell they tried to be less, like they would actually go in the bathroom in the shower and do it in the shower where it could be cleaned up real easy. That doesn't matter. Your mom walked in and found your brains all over the wall of the shower. You think she's just like, oh, well, it's an easy mess to clean up. No, she's not. You know, now she can't. But I found out, so full disclosure laws, if it's a suicide, they don't have to disclose that to buyers.
Oh, okay.
Natural causes and suicide, they do not have to disclose to buyers. Murder, they have to disclose to buyers. Yeah. So I was like, I didn't know that. I always heard just any kind of death. But then I asked another officer who is a real estate agent. I was like, hey, is that true? He's like, no. Suicides and natural causes, you don't have to report. Oh, okay. So I'm not superstitious. Like, I'll buy the house anyway. Like, hey, the ghost stays inside the house, stay on mine, we're good. But parents see that. Kids see that. Like, kids finding their parents. So that's really, it's bad enough when parents find their kids. But when a child finds a parent, like, you just scarred that child for life. And then as a child, what did I do wrong? What did I not do? What did I do to make mommy or daddy go away? Yeah,
all the questions.
So while we're on that tangent, if you're feeling that, please reach out. There's so many avenues. There are suicide hotlines. You can call law enforcement. We'll get you help. And you will not be placed under arrest. You'll be ED'd and handcuffed. But you're not going to get a criminal record and take you to the hospital. But please, please don't take that route. Never, ever, ever worth it. Ever. It's a permanent fix to a temporary problem. That's my soapbox, but just, hell, you can reach out to us here by email. We'll answer you. Please don't do that. Have the courtesy to give us a phone number we can reach you and talk to you. Don't just email and then that's it. Please. But that's holidays in a nutshell. Yeah. Some holidays are more fun than the others. Others I really didn't care. Like, okay, whatever. That's like Labor Day was not a big deal. Like, okay, I worked Labor Day. Big deal. Yeah. But yeah, Thanksgiving, Christmas, those are the two I want to be with my family.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I chose a job where I'm now got to protect your family.
Yeah.
So now I got to go to work. If you're lucky enough to work like maybe day shift, then you get off at 3. And if you're lucky to get off
Still
on
got
time, then
enough
you
time.
can go home and have the evening. But if you're like second shift,
Good
and
luck.
you're working 3 to 11, unless you have it really early in the morning, you're SO&L. Now, I got lucky enough a couple years where I was able to go home because I was close enough to be able to get to the house and just have my radio earpiece in. I could hear what was going on, get some food, and I got to go, guys.
I feel like Dog Watch is like the best of both worlds for that one because
For that one, yeah. You
got
can do it.
enough time.
Then take a nap,
yeah,
and then go to work.
and then go to work.
And then by then they're all asleep, and good majority all you're going to deal with is the drunks.
Yeah.
By that point. Hopefully by that point, that's all you got left is the drunks.
Yeah.
So that's holidays. We're going to title this Cops and Holidays because it's a unique world that really we only got to deal with in fire, like I said, to an extent, unless they get a quiet one. Then they just sit in the firehouse, all their family, and eat all the good food, pass out in front of the TV. Lazy bastards. I don't mean that. I love you guys. I lied. So, and I got a good buddy who's both fire and law enforcement. He's a reserve police officer and a full-time firefighter, and he said actually it was a great episode. He loved it. He talks shit about his own guys all the time. I was like, well, I mean, I didn't get it out of a vacuum.
There you go.
It's just experience. 12 years I've watched this at law enforcement or fire department. I'm not making this shit up. I just watched. Good comedy means you just pay attention and write it down. You don't got to make shit up.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. So that's it in a nutshell. If you guys want to email us, I gave it in the beginning, I'll give it out now. runnincode2023@gmail.com. It's RUNNINCODE2023@gmail.com. Not Yahoo, not MSN, not AOL, Gmail. And it's .com, not .org. .com. Someone's still going to do .org. I'm telling you right now they're going to do it. Or you can comment on our videos when we upload them onto YouTube and you watch them. Pass it along to your friends and family. They may get a kick out of it and they can learn something new. You just never know. That's why we do this. We do this, 1, for the funny, but 2, for the learning. And you combine humor and learning, you actually retain it.
Yeah.
So that's why we do it. If you have things you want us to talk about, send us a message and we'll work on that. We'll see if it's a subject we haven't already done and we want to do it. If it's something specific we want us to talk about, we can research it, figure it out. Unless it's something that's just so inflammatory, best not a good idea until him and I are both retired. And then we can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
You'll know when I retire. You'll know when I retire. Because the show will take a dramatic shift in format. I'll have a lot to say. But, and unfortunately in this kind of world, we don't have the same freedom of speech that civilians have.
Yeah.
So we still have to watch what we say, and we're still a little kind of, there's good and bads to that, but by and large, we just got to be careful what we say because it comes back to haunt us later when somebody calls and cries and didn't like what we said and want to get us canceled, and they call your IA and cry because they voluntarily watched it, could have stopped watching any time, and want to complain that they saw it.
Yeah.
Well, change the channel, you ding dong. Go to a different video if it hurt you so bad. How many times do you see it where this person won't stop messaging me? Have you blocked him? Well, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So clearly it's not bothering you.
Yeah, that I don't like those calls because
My son's getting bullied on Instagram. Hold your son, 8. Take his smartphone away. What's he doing with a smartphone? He's 8. No, just snatch the smartphone. Problem solved. Oh my God. Brothers and sisters, be safe out there. First time listeners, thank you for joining us. Long time listeners, thanks for coming back. I know we were gone for a while and we're working on that. But be safe out there. It's a dangerous world. It's not getting any safer. You have a target on your back based because of your job that you would willingly do. Leave your house every day to help people and put your lives on the line, and people hate you for it. Mm-hmm. But you do it every day, so you have our love. Hey, because when I retire here in a couple of years, someone's got to replace me. So keep it coming. Do the right thing, do the honorable thing, do the ethical thing, and you'll never have to worry about it. You'll never lose sleep at night. So, J-Man, you got anything to add?
Nope, that's it.
All right, brother. Well, it was another good episode. From J-Man and I here in South Texas, we're out of here.
Yep.